Rondo, I finna slam dunk. Get big on you fake pumps. That pump ain't no fake pump. Bitch fell for the pump fake. Got him talking like first take. Get it right on the first take. Hit the hole in the first.
Mic check, mic check. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hey. Yeah, we got to start cranking up these Saturday podcasts more often. I woke up this morning and was like, dog, I really just feel like recording a podcast. And I want to do it by myself so I can get these thoughts off. I asked people what kind of topics they think I should do. And I came up with like 3 of them I really want to do. So let's just go ahead and get into it. First thing first. I don't know if y'all seen these tweets from Meek and Nicki. But I kind of got the backstory to what happened. So this is what happened, dog. See, I don't really like getting into like celebrity gossip too much. But I mean, you know, this one right here is interesting because as you all know, Meek Mill is my favorite rapper, so I felt like I might as well talk about it. So here's the backstory to it. Basically, what happened was it was a picture online of a shirt on a mannequin in Jimmy Jazz in the mall. And the same shirt that was on this mannequin was the shirt that Nicki's husband had on. And Meek liked the picture. He didn't comment on it. He just liked the picture. Well, I guess Nicki got mad when she seen him like the picture. And let's read the tweets. It says, nigga been tweeting about my man for a year now, talking about he went to my page to see him, but he was blocked. My nigga, move on. I know your bitch embarrassed. Shitted yourself in that store when you got pressed though. You beat your own sister and taped it. Spit on her and taped it. Kicked me in front of your mother and sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake dick made you feel tough again. Move on. Now, before I even move on and tell y'all about Meek's response, I'm going to tell you, if a woman ever went on social media and said anything about me, I promise you, y'all will not be getting a response. I do not do that social media shit. I'm not going back and forth with nobody on social media. I don't give a fuck if it's a woman. I don't give a fuck if it's a man. I ain't going back and forth with nobody because that shit just ain't worth it. Then on top of that, dog, you never win when you get into it with women. I mean, never win. And you know why you don't win? Because think about it like this. If you tweet her back and you say something back, she's just gonna say something worse. Like, women are just petty. Like, I remember when Amber Rose got into it with Kanye West and she was like, nigga, you like getting your booty played with, I ate your ass. Like, come on, bro. How can you win off of that? How can you even come back when somebody talking about they ate your ass? Like, and you sound stupid. They just gonna say some stupid shit that's just petty as hell, bro. You just can't win with them. But Meek responds, though. I ain't gonna lie though, that's kind of why I like Meek though, because you know, he wears his heart on his sleeve, bro. I ain't really mad at him. But this is what Meek says. He says, the only way you can try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Talk about your brother convicted of rape and you been new and paid for his lawyers. Your little brother touched that little girl too. You know I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend and I won't. You sad and willing to crash your man because you losing now and everybody in the everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you. Surrounded by rapists talking what? Stop playing. You picked a great time to be saying I ever put my hands on you. You full of hate and the whole industry know you full of hate. And your bag getting low, so you want to destroy me. Now, whatever Meek said happened, I'm just here to say that shit true. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not true. But if Meek say that shit true, shit, fuck it. That shit true. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. That shit true, bro. Nah, for real though, it's well documented that Nicki did pay for her brother's lawyers and he actually got convicted of raping a little girl. That shit is 100% true. As far as her bag getting low, I'm not one to believe that Nicki ever will be hurting on some money. Nicki makes a lot of money. Now, her having a bad image in the industry, that I could definitely believe. Like, I can I can see people not liking Nicki because she has a bad attitude. Let's be real, dog. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of seeing Nicki too, bro. I'm tired of hearing about it. Every time I hear a name, it's some crazy shit. I heard her on the Joe Budden podcast, and I actually got Joe Budden to retweet my tweet. I'll try to find it. I know it was a while ago though. I said something like, "Don't ever have Nicki back on here," because that podcast was so trash. Like, some people are just way too self-centered and focused on themselves. And in that podcast, that's what she was doing. We like the Joe Budden podcast because how original it is, and how open-minded they are, and how they, not open-minded, because that's definitely a male-centered podcast. But I love it for that reason. But how they basically talk about things from a broad perspective. Now you have someone like Nicki come on and you can't even get a topic off, or you can't even talk about something realistically because it's all about Nicki. Nicki has to be the center of attention. That shit is annoying. And that's what she's always doing. That's what she was doing with this shit right here. Meek shouldn't have clapped back, but he did, and I don't give a fuck if he did or not. If he say that shit true, that shit true. Now, as far as her saying that he spit on his sister and taped it, where the fuck the tape at? Show us the fucking tape. And if he kicked her, I'm pretty sure he had a damn sure good reason for it. I'm biased though. I just told you I'm probably the biggest Meek fan you'll ever meet, dog. If if Meek said that shit true, that motherfucker true. You hear me? But yeah, that's all I got on that topic. Moving forward, something else people wanted me to talk about. They want me to talk about Gayle King and Oprah. Now, I don't know if I talked about it on a podcast before, but I'll talk about it now. Hey, drink more water and mind your fucking business. This ain't no fucking ad. I just always want to say that to people, bro. All you gotta do is drink more water. There's so much health benefits to drinking water, and mind your goddamn business. Your life would just be way better. That wasn't even an ad. But anyway, Gayle King and Oprah, dog. Let me tell y'all. I started thinking about this when they did the whole Michael Jackson doc talking about Michael and them boys or whatever. I didn't watch the doc. I seen a couple clips. I seen the boys talking about it. That's really why I didn't watch the doc, because I was like, oh, this shit doesn't make sense. The dots aren't connecting. And you can obviously tell, I'm not victim shaming or victim blaming, whatever y'all call it, but you can obviously tell this boy has this crazy crush on Michael Jackson, like, as a person. And it doesn't sound like he's talking about him from the standpoint of somebody that molested him. It sounds like he admires this man. I'm not saying Michael touched him or Michael didn't touch him, but let's get to the meat and potatoes of the situation. Oprah picking up that whole story was just weird to me. It's well documented that she never has anything bad to say about Harvey Weinstein. Do I blame her? Not really. I mean, that's your friend. I get why you wouldn't want to say anything bad about it. Cool. I have no problem with it. It's whatever to me. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not one of them people that's about to come in here and be like, oh, you ain't say that about the white man. Nah. But what I will say is, and she said she turned down doing a doc on Russell Simmons because that's her friend, and he gave her some evidence of why he didn't do it type shit. That's cool also. But what I will talk about is, why is she on this run anyway? Oprah's a billionaire. She's not hurting for no fucking money whatsoever. She can pick and choose whatever the hell she want to do. Why would you want to do a doc on Michael Jackson after? It's just weird. Now, moving on to Gayle King, because them motherfuckers been on the road. Let's be real. They've been on the road, bro, going after people. Now, Gayle did a sit-down interview with Lisa Leslie.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time. Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, Lisa, go get that girl, or tell her, or send her this. Mm-hmm. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Mm-hmm. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
it's just I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
Is it even a fair question to talk about it, considering he's no longer with us and that it was resolved? Or is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful. At this time, it's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, with the cases, it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify, so it was dismissed.
And I think that's how we should leave it.
I didn't watch that neither. I seen the clips like everybody else did, and I'm gonna be honest. Her talking about Kobe's rape case after Kobe's passing does sound fucking disgusting. I'm not sure what context it was or why she brung that situation up. I do know a lot of people was bringing it up immediately after his death, and I thought it was disgusting. Me personally, I'm one of them type people that choose to ignore something. If you're the type media person that feels like you're not ignoring anything and you're going to cover everything, I can't be mad at you. I completely understand media, but I'm not going to really pay you no attention. That's why I try not to get too much into TMZ or even places like World Star. Like, I just feel like they just put too much negative shit into the universe that doesn't have to be there. I sound like one of them earthy type niggas. But nah, that's just real shit though. And now she does this interview and that shit comes out. And I also seen people talking about how Snoop Dogg went a little too hard calling out her name and blah, blah. I'm not going to say I would have went as far as Snoop did, but that's Snoop. That's what I expect from Snoop. I'm not mad at the shit. I really don't give a fuck. I think y'all take this B word way too serious. It's just another fucking word in the fucking dictionary. So what, motherfucker? But that's coming from me. I cuss like a motherfucker though, so you know I don't give a fuck. Now, should she have been talking about that situation, period? Like I said earlier, if that's what you like to do, hey, whatever floats your boat, man. Me personally, I gotta be able to sleep at the end of the day. So I'm not too much covering no shit that like I don't believe in. I'll give y'all a prime example. When Kobe passed away, I wanted to do a podcast about the situation. I actually did do a podcast. You can go check it out on all podcasting apps right now. I think it's called Long Live Kobe, Fuck TMZ. But I actually recorded a longer podcast. It was with Blue. Blue was on there, and I guess I'll insert on the video right here or even insert the audio if I'm putting it to the podcasting app. I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. But me and Blue did a video afterwards, and Blue had this whole conspiracy theory of why LeBron sacrificed Kobe.
LeBron just passed Kobe's record. All-time scoring. Like, a cartoon show that showed that Kobe Bryant would die in a helicopter crash. Slim, so is the coincidence that this incident happened the day after LeBron passed him on the all-time record list? Is that a coincidence?
Correct.
Is it also a coincidence that the plane that Kobe was riding was called, I'm sorry, not the plane, but the helicopter that he was on top of was called S-176. LeBron is 35. Kobe Bryant is 41. If you add them together, you get 76. Is that a coincidence?
Everyone knows I don't do conspiracy theories, but I want to hear him out and see what he had to say. And, I was thinking like, we might get some good content out of this. Maybe not. The man told me that the name of Kobe's plane, the number on the name or whatever the hell it was Kobe's age plus LeBron's age. Yeah. Dumbfounded. I'm like, bruh, that has to be the stupidest conspiracy theory I ever heard in my fucking life. Then I start seeing numbers like he scored 81, LeBron's highest scoring is like 60 something. And like, bro, who gives a fuck? That shit ain't got nothing to do with this man passing away in a helicopter. And then he also was talking about like a cartoon showing Kobe crashing or something. Everybody knew Kobe used to fly helicopters. Everybody knew that. He been talking about it in the interviews for the longest. But yeah, so I basically decided not to put any of that out just because I thought it was disgusting, and that's just not what I wanted to put into the universe. And I actually did a podcast kind of similar when Nipsey first passed away, and I didn't really say much, and I thought it was kind of awkward. So I just was like, I'm just leaving all that conspiracy shit alone, dog. But that's basically what I'm talking about. You get to pick and choose what you want to talk about in media, and she kind of fucked up. I really believe her and Oprah are definitely legends. And they kind of can kick back and chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They taking on a lot of shit. Now, the shit she did with R. Kelly was legendary. I'm just gonna be honest. That shit was legendary. That shit was funny as hell. R. Kelly is a wild boy. But it is starting to look like they trying to tarnish the black man. Like they trying to bring the black man down, and they never covered any white people. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But that shit's just crazy to me. What else, man? I know we got some more topics. That was the big one that everybody wanted me to cover. I know this isn't like your typical podcast. Normally my podcasts are well thought out, but this one right here is kind of random and spontaneous. I just wanted to do a podcast on Saturday because I'm gonna start doing Saturday podcasts. Hey man, now this is an ad. If you don't know about Patreon, let me tell y'all what Patreon is. Patreon is basically an app or a website. You can put whatever you want on there. You can, if you do art, you can put your art on there. You can basically do whatever you want to. I'm a podcaster, so podcast is going to be on there. I also do photography, so I might start one for photography also. But basically what I'm doing with it is I'm going to start doing Saturday podcasts on my Patreon. The first tier just to hear the Saturday podcast is like $5. $5. What the hell is $5? You can't even get a fast food meal for $5. So yeah, man, I'm gonna put these Saturday podcasts on my Patreon. If you want to donate the $5, man, donate the $5 to my Patreon. Listen to this good content I'm gonna start bringing y'all, man. I might start calling them Drunk Saturdays or Drunk Cast Saturdays. Who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but trust me, it's definitely gonna grow, and it's better to get in early, especially while it's $5, man. Then on top of that, you get to be able to say like, I was there with Slim from the beginning, because we definitely gonna keep growing this thing, man. It's all about confidence with this shit. I got some more tiers also, and I'm gonna get some t-shirts made, and the people that sign up for the $20 a month one, I'm gonna get them t-shirts, and I'm gonna get them access to basically be in a community where you're gonna be able to give me advice and tell me the topics you want me to do for next Saturday, shit like that. But yeah, that ad lasted a long ass time, didn't it? It's only one more topic I want to hit on before I get up out of here. We making good timing too. This one I'm gonna shout out to my dog Damo. Damo always gives me the best topics. Normally the topics is about him, but this one really isn't about him. It's about a screenshot he sent me. And the screenshot says, someone posted and said, so because a nigga take you on a vacation, y'all gotta fuck. It's funny that Damo sent me this because the girl who posted that shit, Damo was like, it's funny that I fucked that bitch on the first night and she over here thinking if a nigga take her on a vacation, she ain't gotta fuck. That shit is fucking hilarious. But it got me thinking like, do women really think that a nigga want to take you out on vacation just to look at you? That shit weird as hell. I'll never forget, man. I had somebody a while ago when I was young tell me like, yeah, I feel comfortable with you. I'm celibate right now, and I want to take a trip with you because I know you wouldn't try to have sex with me or something. I was thinking to myself like, bitch, I'm a grown ass man. If we on the fucking beach and I'm enjoying life and I want to have sex, what the fuck? Bitch, hell no. That's why I believe men and women can't be friends, dog. Like, why the hell would I sit around with somebody and just look at you? Well, we supposed to be friends? Bitch, you ain't my motherfucking friend. That shit weird as hell, man. My friends play video games. You know what I'm saying? We play video games, we talk shit, we drink a little bit. I can't do that shit with you. What the fuck? That shit just weird to me, man. But yeah. Why the hell? Why would you go on vacation with somebody and not fuck? I'm not saying fucking is just the most important part and fucking is just everything that life is about. But what the fuck makes you think somebody just want to take your stupid ass out somewhere and not get no butt? And why wouldn't you want to give up some butt on vacation? See, I don't even think people understand that. Like when you take trips, dog, it's just a good mood. It's a good scenery. Let's say you're out on the beach, you're just thinking about what you endured in life, where you're headed in life. You had a couple drinks. Me, I smoke cigars. I probably, puff on a cigar. The breeze feels good. The sun is hitting your skin. Look at this picture I'm painting for y'all, dog. The sun is hitting your skin. You just feel so good. You just enjoying life, right? Don't that shit sound good as hell? Yeah. So you get back to the room, couple drinks in you, feeling even better. You know, you just letting the good times flow. Y'all both probably want to have sex. So why the hell would you go into a trip thinking like, oh nah, I'm just not gonna have sex with this person? Man, bitch, man, you better enjoy your motherfucking life. You got one life to fucking live, man. Come on, man. And what kind of nigga gonna be goofy enough to take a girl on a trip with him and not have sex with her, man? I don't know. Y'all call me closed-minded if y'all want to, but I ain't with that type shit. That type shit is crazy as hell, bro. But shout out to y'all niggas that is fluing bitches out and y'all ain't hitting them. That's another thing we need to speak on, this fluing bitches out shit, bro. Y'all niggas wild, bro. Y'all will fly any bitch out just so she can take an Instagram post and still not hit, man. That shit crazy as hell. Y'all got to get better, man. It's 2020, man. Niggas got to get better with this shit. But yeah, don't be flying bitches out nowhere with you, not knowing if you're gonna hit or not. Now, I'll be honest, it probably is fun as hell to take a random on a trip with you. That shit sound fun. Think about you got a pocket full of money and you just met this chick for the first time and you hit her up like, hey, shawty, you ever been to the Bahamas before? Shawty like, shit, hell nah. Shit, you trying to go to the Bahamas for this weekend? You take Shawty to the Bahamas, she a good looking girl. You ain't never did nothing with her. It's something new. Y'all get there. It's the same situation I just said. The sun hitting you, the ocean breeze feeling good. And you want to hit her. Shit. Ain't that shit sound like a good ass time. Why wouldn't you enjoy that? But yeah, that shit sound fun, man. But that's all I got for this Saturday, man. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that corny shit that us YouTubers always say. That's gonna be my motto from now on too, dog. I'm gonna say that shit all the time. Follow me on Instagram too, dog. Follow my photography page, Shots with Slim, my podcasting page, Slim Wildin' Again. And that's all I got for today, and I'm out.